Using an ancient battle barge as a battering ram. An unorthodox approach.
You disapprove?
On the contrary, it is inspired thinking.
I reluctantly second that.
Why reluctantly?
Because it will go to your head.
Titus, I am troubled by a report I have received from the Astra Telepathica. An accusation of heresy.
Her voice was puppeted by it.
The lieutenant will answer.
The Psycho was possessed.
Your sergeant believed otherwise.
I was mistaken.
You attempted to incapacitate your lieutenant.
Thank the Emperor I failed.
And now, the only individual capable of reaching Lord Calgar is dead. By your hands. I will be watching all of you. Should I suspect even a flicker of corruption, I will not hesitate as you did. You are dismissed.
Brother, what was spoken by the chaplain?
Brothers, we have arrived at the burial. Board Thunderhawks immediately and prepare for assault.
Time to go.
The enemy have amassed the majority of their forces in the Numeralian Basin. Thalassa has the warp beacon. Viridian is hoping for a miracle. The rest of us will move to clear the reliquaries around the basin and establish a beachhead. We are facing overwhelming enemy numbers on Demerium. But the heretic filth down there have stirred the wrath of the Second Company. We will inflict upon the traitors such agony, the likes of which they have not seen since the burning of Prospero. They will suffer, they will break, and they will fall. Sons of Gilliman, for the glory of Ultramar!
My Lord Lieutenant Titus, blessings of the Omnissiah upon you.
Galio, theoretically, could Tacticus armor withstand a suborbital drop? Gravis is too cumbersome for our needs.
Negative. Extreme risk. Dense debris fields litter the entry flight path.
But if we avoid the debris, could we survive the descent?
Calculating. Survival probability equal to 62.4136. Unacceptably low.
Thank you, Galio.
An orbital drop without Gravis armor.
It is a sound strategy.
With a 38% failure rate.
We are facing much less favorable odds today.
sons. Follow their foul tracks.
Changing magazine.
Your battle awareness is impeccable, brother. How do you hone those instincts?
I reduce all unnecessary challenge.
Understood. My battle awareness would be less effective without your horsemen, Svalius.
We make a good team.
The forces of the arch enemy approach.
No telling what surprises are.
Inserting fresh magazine. Readying next volley. Let's see if I stop my target. Reloading. No power. We need a fusion cell.
The Tomb Servitors may have a replacement.
Camelio line cloak ready.
Fusion core on this one is defunct.
Found a servitor, but no fusion core. Got a fusion core on this one. Let us pray this still has enough charge.
Glory to the All Messiah. Import request.
Unseal this tomb.
Consecration seals in place. Reach your seals ranking only in the event of reinterment. Authorization necessary. I, Captain Hakaran, authorize the reinterment of the honored dead off-world. Authorization confirmed. Captain Hakaran. Dispatching attendant to locate the remains.
Scions of treachery fall like perhaps they seek to choke our rivers with their dead. Camilio line engaged. Bending my rules. Precisely what we needed. Active camouflage charged. Stims functioning.
Demarium is the final resting place for heroes from across the eons who serve the Imperium.
Only in death does a faithful servant find rest. Initializing scan. Ignobility index too high. Seeking another candidate.
Munitions here.
Rearming. Ammunition cache here.
Evaluating sarcophagus. Interred remains slumber in peaceful rest. These bones may continue to rest. Scanning elsewhere.
Changing magazine. Camilio line cloak ready. Frag grenade deployed. Readying next volley.
Only in death does duty end. Scanning casket now. Records redacted by order of the Holy Inquisition. Resuming search. To be remembered in death is the reward of a life well spent. Scanning sarcophagus. Rejoice. Canonization period has been exceeded by 11 decades. Proceed with reinterment, Minister.
By the machine god's will, let it be done. This tomb's rest ends. Consecration seals unbound. Return to the console, and let us leave this tomb.
activated.
Sending fractal. Fresh cut.
I see something. That looks like a Helldrake.
It intends to strafe us along the bridge. Let the Helldrake beat its chest. We must brave his balefire, brothers.
Inserting fresh magazine.
It is on an attack vector.
Put anything between yourselves and the Helldrake's attack.
More than an inferno to stop me.
Take cover! It seeks to devastate the area! Expect some heat! The demon engine engages with flame! For all the hot air the Helldrake spewed, it could not stop us.
I am a phantom of death.
Equipment magazine. Ammunition here.
Could prove useful. Precisely what we needed. Camilio line cloak ready. Hostile backup on the way. The traitors advance on our position.
Provide shelter. Get behind those rock piles.
They shall not see me.
Draconic beam. Wolf cutter.
It divides us with balefire barriers.
I will need to see the apothecary after this. Brace for balefire! Scorch assault! Get down! It may harry us, but we're not daunted by such a gnat. Up the thousand suns placed their accursed beacon in the cathedral. This sanctum is profaned by dark energies. Please perform cleansing rites.
Provide insight.
Saint Lankai's chosen relics radiate pristine order.
Look, a sign appears upon the glass.
Praise be to the Omnissiah. Interact with corresponding sigil to perform cleanse.
Active camouflage charged.
The barrier is broken.
Cleansing rites successful. Your deeds will be immortalized in the archives.
Now, onto the Helldrake.
That Helldrake's skin is as durable as Wraithbone. But with Saint Lankai's grace, we will flay its cursed hide. Lay her by.
That Helldrake is tougher than adamantine.
The Helldrake is once again in hand. We must not stray from the order. Symbol linked with our intention. Dark path. Hold fast, brother.
Patience, brothers. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
Find the sigils of Saint Lankai.
Keep sharp and fire to cleave us! That's the correct sigil!
symbols correspond. That should do it.
Incoming Helldrake attack!
The relics of St. Lankai have rendered the Helldrake vulnerable. Invoke the Arsenal of St. Lankai. The Helldrake lashes out at us. Now we must survive until the relics activate. Stealth ready. Unseen, I stalk my target. Now we must survive until the relics activate. Hold fast, brother!
The Helldrake is once again impervious. Focus now, brothers, and prepare to strike.
Readying next volley.
It seeks to cleave us! St. Lankai's relics were known to stave off warpage.
The symbols correspond. That should do it. Match made, to the Helldrake's chagrin. Emilio line cloak ready. Take cover, brothers. That worked, I think.
Focus on the beast! Patient brothers, slow is smooth and fast.
These relics feel restored.
Locate the illuminated symbols. The emblem on the stained glass corresponds to the
Helldrake
battle.
lashes out at us. The altars have reawakened. Camilio line engaged. That worked, I think.
Hold fast, brother!
Let us hope the Saints' relics work. Match made to the Helldrake's chagrin.
St. Lankai's relics have rendered the Helldrake frail. I see the beacon has collapsed. Excellent work, squad.
Thousand Suns erected a warp beacon on Demerium. It is calling every warp fiend in the... Sever the Heretics portal and cut them off from reinforcement. Your success will decide whether this is a war of days or months. See it done.
Vanquish the heretical curves who desecrated our day.
Perhaps they seek to choke our rivers with their dead.
All by army cannibal.
Should lend me that jump pack sometime. I would never want for a good vantage again.
There is no better line of fire than a barrel rammed down the enemy's throat.
I hope you are cleaning it off. I am not a target practice. I see an entrance along that rock face, where the heretics broke through. Unseen, I stalk my target. Inserting fresh magazine. Frag grenade. Objective on the other side. Stealth ready.
Changing magazine.
No power. We need a fusion cell.
The Tomb Servitors may have a replacement.
A heretic vanguard, a spy. battle lies ahead. Reloading. Take all, do not waste time. Rally on me.
Join me directly.
Proceed to check.
We must progress together, brothers. Take it. Dark spells only conjure violent ends.
Keep going forward.
Munitions here.
These old vessels are made of sturdy stuff.
The engineers are keen to escort the battle barge to safety.
Right. We will keep this vessel very safe.
Our rifle scum have been relentless in their attempts to deplete my ammunition.
Thousand Suns Vanguard discovered. Inserting fresh magazine. Precisely what we needed. Changing magazine. Take all you can carry. See the Emperor's light dark devoted. Munitions here. Rearming. Readying next volley. Take all you can carry. It sings of defiance and hope. Changing magazine.
this entrance to stall any attackers. Commune with the crane and engage it to remove the obstructions.
Understood, Artisan. We will clear the path. Controls are sluggish but functional. Heretics detected. Not a lot of good angles here, but I will make it work. Scions of treachery fall like blighted fruit.
The crane requires attention.
The crane requires you to perform rites of restoration. I shall simplify the rites, as there are no tech marines among you. Seek out the crane's twin generators and locate their consoles. Then, awaken them in the correct sequence.
Reloading. Finish moving that pallet or we are trapped. Rearming. Seek our doom.
The crane is fully operational.
Inserting fresh magazine. Active camouflage charge. Another heretic dies glimpsing the truth. Their dark gods are but lies. Rearming. Our path forward is clear.
You are nearing the vessel's site, Talassa. Ensure nothing further impedes your progress.
Do not waste time. Rally on me. Stealth ready. Our way is clear.
My eye detects Xenos geometry through these carvings. We will report it to the Ordo Xenos. Continue with the mission. There are more pressing heresies that need our attention.
Our first priority remains the battle barge.
Changing magazine.
are late. We are under heavy attack and need reinforcements.
Compound located.
Make haste. There's no tardiness to the harm of our blessed vessel.
Readying next volley. I am not target practice. Reloading.
I am here, ready.
Munitions here. Grabbing this gear. Concussive ordnance throw. Inserting fresh magazine. Changing magazine. We cannot backtrack.
Mighty brothers! Repel the assault! Eradicate heretics with extreme prejudice. Enemies of the Imperial!
Rearming.
And tremble! My blade seeds to adamantine and salamite!
Reloading. Frag grenade. The Imperium shall
Every sorcery! A storm will pull the fire! That was the beginning of my true purpose. The silent call has come. Feel my wrath! The minions of the arch-enemy are no more.
Adequate performance noted, Talassa. I have opened the gates. The cogitations are clear. We cannot preserve this blessed vehicle with such a meager number of troops.
Talassa is not there to provide you with protection. They are there to prepare that battle barge for flight.
It couldn't possibly break free of Demarium's gravity in its present condition.
We only require that it reach the enemy vessel and destroy it.
I had thought you Astartes would possess the requisite appreciation of a vessel such as this, and its importance to the Imperium.
If you wish to preserve that barge at
The engine should provide sufficient lift, but the vessel's fusion batteries are fully depleted. There's no charge to start the ship's reactor.
Point us to the nearest charging facility.
There is a fusion battery unit we could use to awaken the reactor, but it too will require charging from our power plant. Those areas of the facility are compromised.
That is no matter. Every facet of this world is compromised. Rendezvous at Mark. Objective on the other side. Servo carriage engaged. Keep your eyes open, brothers.
Due to the volatile nature of the fusion battery, safety protocols prevent it from moving without an attendant. Lead it along the tracks to the junction station.
Obstruction identified.
There are several consoles for managing the tracks nearby. You must perform the appropriate rites of alignment to achieve the desired geometry.
Assuming they possess the ability to extrapolate accordingly.
Surely the Ultramarines screen the recruits for reasoning and spatial awareness.
Considering this plan of theirs, I have my doubts.
Together we inch closer to victory. And glory.
Readying next volley. Heretics on the field. Wipe them out. Take all you can carry.
Jump pack refuel.
Checkpoint located. Changing magazine. Get eyes on this spot. Inserting fresh magazine.
The Omnisire has blessed you with an abundance of power.
Perhaps in the machine god's infinite wisdom, they permit the transgression you're about to commit.
Do not speak beyond your ken, engine seer. It does not take a Lugius to see this act of desperation.
The heretics fight no more. Reloading. Rendezvous at Mark. Readying next volley.
Friendly fire will be issued.
Rearming.
Charging sequence initialized. 0.01% and rising. Delassa, we are almost there. What is your status?
The sleeping giant will soon awaken.
Hold for our signal.
Your aim tries my patience. Precisely.
Delassa, transmitting targeting signal now.
Your signal barely registers, but I read it.
Your data is clouded, Lieutenant. Maintain close proximity to targets.
Reactor is primed for ignition.
The vessel is ready. May this machine's service be forever remembered.
The Atreus is ready to launch.
Lock target now.
Routing signal data through telemetry systems. Numerous errors detected due to signal interference. Calculating trajectory.
Atreus is launched.
An instrument of the machine god's wrath. This would bring tears to my eyes if I still had them.
A heavy sacrifice of such a sacred machine. Let us hope her martyrdom is worth it.
Time to go.
The enemy have amassed the majority of their forces in the Numeralian Basin. Thalassa has the warp beacon. Viridian is hoping for a miracle. The rest of us will move to clear the reliquaries around the basin and establish a beachhead. We are facing overwhelming enemy numbers on Demerium. But the heretic filth down there have stirred the wrath of the Second Company. We will inflict upon the traitors such agony.
Brothers, our captain's words need no further embellishment. I will speak only of practical concerns. The heretics will employ absolute deception. You will be assaulted by lies and illusion. The only true ground you will find down there will be each other. Trust only your brothers and your instincts. Now go forth and lay waste to our enemies. For the Emperor!
For the Emperor!
Ever done this before?
You mean drop through an active combat zone, dodging flak, enemy ships and burning wreckage on the way down?
Exactly.
No, this will be a first.
The Codex Astartes does not support this action. But I am looking forward to it.
Stay close. It's almost impossible to regroup if we're separated.
60 seconds.
Helmets!
Sir! I must apologize for my actions on Abrakas.
Unnecessary.
I fell prey to suspicion. Almost killed you.
When I was a young captain, one of my men questioned my motives, brushed his concerns aside, and I paid the price. Your suspicions arose because I failed to answer your doubts. As I failed to answer his.
Stand by for suborbital drop.
I'm honored to fight beside you both.
As are we, brother.
You grew up on Calth. Let's say we settle some of that debt today.
Aye, sir.
We will make it. Now focus.
Brother, be careful!
path.
We shall make short work of these traitors. Quicker than they deserve.
Reloading! Deploy frag grenade! Jump pack engaged!
Waiting in ambush.
Outmaneuver them. Engaging thrusters. Their champion lies peaceful. Penetrate his armor!
Repositioning. Our path is blocked.
The heretics give this barrier life. It will die with them. Redeploying!
They fall before the righteous like blood.
Enemy destroyed. Move quickly. Talassa are blind without our targeting signal.
That pillar of corruption perverts the land.
Talassa, we are on the ground and moving. Report status.
We're approaching the battle barge now.
You are ahead of us. Make contact once the Atreus is ready to launch.
It shall be done.
Are we going to let them beat us to the objective, brother?
Not today. They will not get past this. Reloading weapon. Resupplying.
Foul sorcery. Fueling their barriers, no doubt.
Back to the wall. Jump back engaged. Engaging thrusters. Sorcerer!
I shall end his accursed rituals.
Stabilizing vitals.
Your worthless life is empty.
Another altar of corruption.
Destroy it.
Yes, brother.
Altar destroyed.
Up there! The impact will destroy this whole area.
Wait! It is slowing down.
Heretic sorcery.
No doubt. But it will get us to our objective.
It is probably a trap.
Time is limited. We must take the risk. Move on to the cathedral.
Proceed with caution.
Thalassa, we are almost there. What is your status?
The sleeping giant will soon awaken, brother.
Hold for our signal.
Brothers, are you hearing this?
Mark's ghosting. Ignore it.
Thalassa, transmitting targeting signal now.
Your signal barely registers, but I read it.
Your data is clouded, Lieutenant. Maintain close proximity to target.
Dig in. If we are pushed back, the Atreus will miss its target.
We will not yield a single step.
They will not deprive us of seeing that monstrosity fall.
We will find no respite until that tower falls.
Come, you war-tainted bastards, and die!
Watch as your false idols come crumbling down.
The traitors fall from their bastion.
I spit in your Primarch's wretched eye.
Fall before the might of true Astartes!
Jump back engaged.
Sword of Atreus primed and locked in.
Lock target now.
Routing signal data through telemetry systems. Numerous errors detected due to signal interference. Calculating trajectory.
Enemy Terminator destroyed. Redeploying. Your treachery ends now. Launch! Thalassa!
I've lost their bot signal.
Interference.
It could be.
Come on, brother.
Listen. I hear engines.
There!
The sword of Atreus lives up to its namesake.
That will buy us time, but we must move swiftly. While the enemy control Aurora, the odds are not in our favor.
Titus, we are detecting a massive energy surge from within the Aurora facility.
Lose.
He must be trying to use the device.
Or someone else is.
Whatever it is unsanctioned by the Adeptus Mechanicus. Put a stop to it.
Yes, Captain.
Imura!
You captured the air, cousins!
We will soon find you in the flesh.
And remove you from it.
You may keep it as a parting gift.
Tainting this sacred ground with heretic blood gives me no pleasure.
Rest easy, brother. These souls have long since reached the golden throne.
No victory for you here. Worthless life is ended.
The enemy seem determined to destroy Aurora. Is it possible the device might work? That it could weaken them?
Perhaps they seek only the power source.
And why would they kill Nozick?
I do not know, nor do I wish to speculate. We are here to end this folly, and so we shall. Proceed.
You crave the touch of the Lord, do you not?
Show yourself, betrayer!
What is it, brother?
The artifact calls to you, Titus.
And I will destroy it. To whom do you speak? Do not hear him. Petty tricks.
Death to the false emperor! Death to his puppets! We will not be disposed of so easily. Great empires will see your doom.
I have slain a terminal.
This does not bode well.
Proceed to the camp.
Completely ransacked.
Back to the warp. the site of a Mechanicus macro weapon.
An excavation site.
Indeed. Our path leads down.
Chiron to Resilient. Entering Mechanicus dig site. Requesting relevant cartography.
Restricted by order of the Adeptus Mechanicus.
This is Lieutenant Titus. Request authorized.
Denied. Aurora seal required.
Identify yourself.
All heretics.
We are on the right path. Your treachery ends now. Special tactics ready. Resupplying. Take out the sorcerer. Sorcerer is dead.
That cannot be the last of them.
Just their rear guard, no doubt. Stay vigilant.
A fragment of the Dark God's power.
So said the traitor Nemerov.
Do you believe it?
He certainly did.
You said it was destroyed.
Apparently not well enough.
That damnable Archmagos.
If it truly is tainted with corruption, then we must destroy it permanently. Agreed.
Entering quarantine zone. Decontamination required. Initiate biological purgation within the chamber. Microbial index 1.2%. Initiating sterilization.
Barely a sign of life on this world.
It is a burial world, brother. Reserved for the dead.
Microbial index reduced to 0.01%. It is safe to proceed.
Safe. Interesting choice of words.
Pity this chamber cannot remove corruption.
That duty is ours.
Ancient ruins.
A cover for their research, perhaps.
The subject of it, more likely.
The figures in these carvings are unusual.
Ancient marks of the ruinous powers.
Etched by fools. Long before the Great Crusade illuminated this world.
These were not made by devotees of the warp.
How do you know?
You may soon see for yourself.
The arch-enemy have penetrated deep into these caverns.
Perhaps all the way to the Aurora device.
Restocking. A fine gift from the forge.
These ruins are vast.
What interest could the Mars adepts have in old stone?
We know not what secrets this old stone holds.
I only ask that it holds our weight.
Worthless life is dead.
Your skills were laughable, traitor!
You were betrayed, brother. Left to rot by your beloved Galgar.
You know nothing of brotherhood.
Lieutenant.
More cheap tricks. Resupplying. Back to the warp, you. Treachery ends now. Stabilizing fighters.
Loading ammunition.
End this desecration. There is no damnation dark enough for these traitors.
Have faith, brother. We will send them to one fitting.
Pathetic sorcery. A ploy. Spare your ammunition for the real thing.
I tire of chasing this bastard's phantom. Why install Aurora deep within these ruins?
Perhaps it was already here.
How?
A relic from the dark age of technology.
This is heresy.
They will no doubt invoke the Treaty of Mars.
This damned quest for knowledge.
How deep do these tunnels go?
We shall see. Pull the elevator. Let us get to...
The rats emerge.
The heretics hope to surround us.
They may hope. No victory for you here, penetrate his armor. Enemy Terminator destroyed. Champion lies defeated. Munitions secured.
The elevator is almost here.
With enemy reinforcements and aspects.
Prepare a fitting welcome.
Is clear.
Get on. Brace for what is to come.
Throne of Terror. What is this?
A tomb world.
You have seen one before.
Only the mechanical horrors that spill forth from such a place.
The Martians have preserved everything.
This place should have been obliterated upon discovery.
Listen as I crush your pathetic man-machine. That fool, Gilliman, believed he could hide this place from us. But we have eyes and ears in every shadow, every corner, every crack in the galaxy. galaxy. I will shatter Aurora, along with your pitiful Primarch's dreams of victory.
How he prattles on.
Pay his squawking no heed, brothers.
We will not be distracted from our purpose.
The enemy's well ahead of us.
This trail will lead us to them.
The sorcerer will elude us no longer. Move on the obelisk.
Once you have it.
Crush it to dust.
If it has no effect on you, why not use it?
You dare suggest heresy, Sergeant?
I said nothing.
And I heard nothing.
That degenerate clouds our minds.
Forgive my error.
We will not let you down, brother. Have no doubt. Chaos abominations!
You think so little of Sangor, of myself, of the great Finch, but consider. We are all proof of a power greater than mankind, a true divinity. When we call out to our gods, they answer. When have you ever felt the light of your Emperor?
More minions.
Lurking in dank holes like the filth they are.
All of this was just lying under our feet this whole time. And centuries longer still.
Eons, brother. If the archives are to be believed. And on more worlds than we shall ever wish to discover.
I pray everyone is unearthed and burned to cinders. study. A Martian priesthood goes too far.
These tech priests pick over the Xenos dead like vultures.
All with the Martian cult's sanction, no doubt.
I do not think they were alone in that.
At last. Do you not see the hypocrisy of Nicaea? You have felt the same betrayal as the Thousand Suns. They could not be heretic for daring to wield the same power as your god, Emperor. To sacrifice thousands, share his touch of the warp and the altar of his doom. Not the first time he has turned his blade on his most faithful. And not the last, Titus.
Suffer in death.
Done so easily. All this corruption. It seems to grow ever stronger.
We shall follow it to its source.
Yes. Come, brother. I wait for you.
The Emperor protects. They will not get past this. Aurora.
It lays waste to the heretics.
Where is Imura?
The traitors are taking a thrashing down there.
Let us add to it.
Cogitation looks accurate. The unguents have been thrice applied.
It is Luz. Blind to all but his work.
Thankfully, his diligence has not made him faster.
Luz!
Lieutenant Titus, praise the Omnisire. In just a few minutes, you will bear witness to...
You must stop this!
Sire, please. I know you have concerns, but look, this is merely a taste of what the device is capable of.
And I have seen the worst of what it can do.
My lord, you must trust me. This has been my quest for knowledge. My life's work.
Shut it down! Now!
I will not. Forgive me, Lord. Time will reveal the purity of my intentions.
You tiny grains of sand,
prattling as you talk. For a moment, it seems you might do my work for me. But alas, I must finish this myself. With this true power!
Your malignant energies are useless!
Bring him down.
It does not catch us.
One moment, brothers.
Something is happening.
That looks like a plasma charge.
A charge that size would liquefy ceramite.
For you, wretched thing!
Enough of these childish games!
Then let us put a stop to them once and for all! This is just the beginning. With these devices, we will seal the Great Rift and drive the heretics back into the warp with nothing more than the transference of alignment.
What genius! From which ocean did you gather these pearls of wisdom? Is it not the dream of every scientist to discover the birthplace of all knowledge? Behold! to the final act! Titus, the heretic! Need immediate assistance! Return this at once!
Titus to Acheran. Do you read me? Damn it.
How could that fool Luz not have known?
He took the whisperings of that sorcerer to be his own inspiration.
Luz was merely a pawn.
They killed Nozick. Led us to believe they would do the same to Luz.
So we would deliver him precisely where they wanted him.
And that spectacle in the catacombs.
Deceit. To trick that puppet Luz into finishing the work.
It is worse than I could have imagined.
That pillar floods the land with corruption.
Titus to Acheran, come in!
Vox is useless.
We must find our brothers.
Cadians!
They are broken.
It is that monstrous obelisk.
Please.
It screams a silent wail of corruption.
Their human minds were not prepared for malign energies of this magnitude.
Few are.
Should we show them mercy?
We must leave that to the commissariat. We have more pressing duties.
I'm receiving a coded locator signal. Acheran's signature. Not far from here.
Can we trust it?
I believe so.
Mark it on all specs.
Yes, brother. Cut down those heretics!
Yes, my lord! We are unbroken!
You honor your own world's memory, Sergeant.
Thank you, lord! We will fight to the end!
Your worthless life is ended. Munitions secured.
Damned heretics spill from every crevice.
Luz was so convinced Aurora would destroy the traitors, but instead it has empowered them. Tremendously so.
We need to clear that obstruction.
There must be a solution here.
That foul sorcerer took the power source.
Somewhere well defended, no doubt.
Damn Luz.
How does this compare to Briar?
Incalculably worse. A warp rift of such size will permit the darkest of horrors to pass through. Brothers!
Titus!
No victory is here.
Let me thought your squad dead.
We were spared that fate.
The captain awaits you inside.
Courage and honor.
Courage, honor.
Brothers,
Be mindful of the casualties.
I have lost one platoon with 5 more at half strength. Our commissar conduct...
Titus, report! What in the name of Holy Terror do you call this?
We failed to stop Luz.
I can see that.
He was tainted. An unwitting puppet of the arch-enemy.
We are now facing a warp rift the size of a small cruiser. 3 volleys from the Resilient and not a scratch on that pillar. If it has a weakness, I need to know what it is.
It is powered by the artifact from Graia. If we can destroy that...
Where is it?
We do not know.
You call that a solution?
What is the alternative?
There is a field around the pillar, impenetrable to our ordnance. We have observed their forces passing through it on foot. We must get close enough to see if we can do the same. Proceed through those doors. We make our assault imminently.